Hey, I've been messing around with the Sea of Love arrangement recently on this channel and here in my house and in my studio and at the gig yesterday. We actually played the song. I was showing you how we use that F shape. You know F, right? And went way high up the neck to play those kind of 6/8 time or triplets. I was thinking about making it maybe do a harmony down here. You could really probably do this and a second track of this, and you would get quite a lovely harmony. What would that be like? Something, it would sound like, oops, where am I at? I need a G sharp. Okay, here it is. It'd sound like, ooh, no. Not quite. It would sound like this. Yeah, okay. Well, let's do here. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, if you did this lower one, I'm just thinking about. So, we are kind of doing caged system here. So we were using like an F shape before. You know F, right? I think I've asked that. Like, F is always a hard chord for beginners and intermediate guitar players. So F, I was saying in the other video, is like an E. There's E. Take it up one fret. You got an F. So if this is leaving anybody behind, work on your F chord and you'll be ready for a lot of good stuff. So the F is like frets are 1, 1, 2, 3. And it moves. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, etc. So, if a teacher keeps repeating something or writes it on the board and underlines it and breaks the chalk off or is in bold print and just keeps saying, learn this, they're trying to tell you something. So if you're not quite on board yet, that would be, I'll keep repeating it, but that's a cool shape. All right, now we're going to invert it. So that's one of the caged chord shapes, C, A, G, E, D. I'm saying that's an E shape. Now I'm going to use a D shape. The weird thing about caged is they overlap. So this here D shape overlaps with the C shape. Here's the D shape. Here's the C shape. They share these three notes, which looks just like a D. Here's D. 2 frets higher is E. Let's just keep going for a second. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. I would learn that. It's just a D chord and just move it towards the body of the guitar. And you're going to get different chords and keys. Just a shape, all right? You got her? Okay, so there's that D shape up here. Makes an E. Now if we add one more note, it would be this, which really looks like a C. So D chord overlaps with C chord shapes. I'm sorry, it's true. So there it is, the full thing, but we only need part of it. All right, so let me describe physically what that shape is one more time, a different way, just in case I'm losing anybody here. It's going to be ring finger, 6th fret, 4th string. That's a G sharp. So that's important. I'm going to go kind of slow here, just in case you're not used to finding these notes. So 4th string, just count 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th string, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th fret, and there you are, G sharp. Yeah, if you didn't know, I would recommend learning that G sharp right there. And then you're going to add the rest of the shape, which is going to be pointer and middle, which I'm sure you can see that. but I'm going to describe it because we all learn differently. There's some things I'm like a kindergartner, or like I'm 3 years old, the way I learn certain things. So I'm going to explain it, make sure everybody gets it. So there we go. We got our 6th fret G sharp, the 4th fret B with the pointer finger on the 3rd string, B. Middle finger's hitting the E, which is 2nd string, 5th fret. So these are really important notes. That's why there's no rush. I enjoy checking it out. G sharp, B, E. And notice this finger is just laying flat, which gives us another G sharp. 4th fret, 1st string, G sharp. So I would recommend just hanging out and learning those notes and not really letting that get away from you right now. I would just get your guitar and learn that. That's G sharp, B, E, G sharp. And it's, again, combination of a D chord, just slightly different fingering. See how it goes? You can do this or that. And then this extra 3rd interval, the G sharp. All right, so to play the Sea of Love song, we're going to go. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or triplet, 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 triplet. And we're going to be moving that chord. So we got G, E. Then we go to G sharp. A, B, E, B. So it's the same shape, just moving it up. And that's going to be, I'm not going to do the whole song, I'm just going to present the idea. Let's see if I can give you a landmark so you can find those chords. Here's E, G sharp, oh boy, based at the 8th fret. The root is on the 2nd string, 9th fret. That's your G sharp root note. That's how you know where you're at. 2nd finger on the 2nd string. 1 fret higher is A, and 2 frets higher is B. Here's our E, and then a B. So it's E chord, G sharp, A, B, E. The verse is going to be similar to that. Come with me, G sharp, my love. Except we're going to have to get a minor in there. There's our A to a F sharp major, which is based at the 6th, 7th, and 8th frets. Here's the root F sharp note. And then we got E again. Now we're going to have to do a minor. That's an F sharp minor. So here's our, D major. Go to D minor. So again, that's like caged. We're just going to take that D minor, E minor, F sharp minor. Perfectly great. But to get the bass note, I'm going to move it like this. So I get this A, which is a minor 3rd of the F sharp chord. A, 7th fret, 4th string. C sharp, 6th fret, 3rd string, pinky on 2nd string, F sharp at the 7th fret, that's the root, and 1st finger on 1st string, 5th fret, that's A, that's our minor 3rd. Alright, I'm getting lost. Here's our verse again. E, G sharp, A, F sharp major, E, F sharp minor, E, A, E, B. Missed a note. just keep going. Then the chorus, B, A, B, A, F sharp, I think it's major, B, and back to the verse. That's basically the song. There's a couple of breaks. I think it goes so there's a stop, and maybe when it goes to the solo, or I don't know. One time it holds the B, other time it goes to the F. I don't know. There's just some slight anomalies in the song as far as it's not totally exactly the same. Just the ends, you just gotta listen to it, really. That's how I do it. But I did write it out. I did make a video. If you want the guitar profile of the original way using the F shape, I can send you the Guitar Pro project and you can hear it and play along, or just watch my video about the F shape. I didn't put the name of the song in there because I don't know. Who knows about titling a song, a video, what's going to happen. You might might go to jail or something if you don't do it right. Or people might ignore it if it's too boring, or if it's too mysterious, they'll ignore it. But you never know. People might find your channel and you might go viral. Wow. Then things get crazy. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to show a few people a variation for Sea of Love, and I might record that part. I did have a lot of fun making that backing track. Doing the drums was really fun. I've been working on playing drums for decades, and I'm not great, but I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can play basic beats for a while, and I'm getting better. I've been tuning my drums, and I bring over various experts to help me, maintain the heads, inspect the heads, tweak the tuning, play with the microphone placement. Wow. Different preamps, all kinds of stuff. Once again, exhausting. So I've been out weed eating today with my yard tool from my neighbor who needs a little maintenance on their front yard. And that was really fun, but it was pretty... Anybody that works manual work, I respect, because, man, it was wild out there with the shaking, vibrating machine kicking rocks and dust and stuff, hitting me with rocks and everything. And like, man, do that 8 hours a day, every day. I can see where you'd get a little crabby. So, yeah. I do a tiny bit of manual labor once in a while just to remind myself. I'm pretty lucky to be able to play guitar and teach and do gigs for my living. But thank you for letting me share a few ideas and express myself on this channel. So if you want to comment about what you think about these shapes and how I'm doing, if it's over your head, too boring, too fast, too slow, just give me some feedback. I know, I think I know what I'm doing here as far as teaching and so forth, but I really do value, if somebody says, hey man, you really suck at this certain thing, I'm like, okay, maybe I can learn something, some good hard feedback. Sometimes it's true when you get ripped on and people will correct you when you're wrong, and I kind of like that. I'm confident enough that I don't get too upset. But one guy was telling me that there's something wrong with me because I get heat stroke, because when we play outside gigs at in the afternoon when the sun is setting, these laser beams of cosmic solar energy about melted us to death, and we all got heat stroke, and the guy was kind of ripping on me for being a weakling. I mean, right, bro. You know, sometimes people are just full of shit, and you just gotta say, that's okay. But if you want to correct me on anything I did wrong, I will consider it. So let me know, give me some feedback, and that's okay. So thank you, and keep rocking. I hope you are getting your chords down, and don't be afraid to move them up the neck. That's your caged system. It's totally cool. All right, thank you. Bye.